What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another backtesting video. Today we're going to be backtesting the strategy that gave me a 86.7% win rate this month with 13 wins and 2 losses. So let's go ahead and just dive right into it. Okay, we're going to be backtesting January 2024, and we're also at all-time highs. Okay, so coming into the day, we're at 930. The first thing that we can notice is we have this weekly gap here. So we're going to want to mark this out. This is an area that we could want to trade to. This is also an area where we could want to bounce off. All right. If we go down to our hourly time frame, yeah, it looks like we could get a very nice continuation to this weekly fair value gap. This video is going to kind of show how I go over price, how I think through these days, right? We also have this trading leg here, right? We have this trading leg with the EQ of this trading leg being in this 1 hour gap, so we can also expect price to bounce off this 1 hour gap. So I always think of conditions coming into the day, right? So what I'm going to think of this day is, right, we are clearly bearish, we are disrespecting bullish confluences, we are respecting bearish confluences, okay, with our very clear target right here. And we also want to make sure that we're paying attention to ES since they are correlating assets, obviously, right? We can mark out this weekly gap and also this hourly gap on ES as well to kind of help us with our narrative here. We also have an hourly gap that we've already tapped into on ES, so we may want to just rip lower here. I'd like to see both pairs manipulate. One thing that I really like seeing in all of my trades are that both pairs have very nice AMD. So let's just go ahead and see how the market opens today. We have our 2 key levels, and this is really all that you need. We've put in equal highs at this 1 hour gap, so I'd really like to see us trade higher. All right, so we immediately wick into this 5-minute gap here, creating equal highs. We have this 15-minute. We also have this 15-minute, so we actually may get a very nice Judas here to this 1 hour. Huge rejection wick. See if ES is kind of doing the same kind of thing here. So we don't have any 5-minute gaps. And ES is in this 1 hour. It's very, very clear now on NQ, though, that we want to target this 1 hour gap, right? The only thing with this trade is that your RR is kind of cooked. So with this huge rejection wick, though, it's pretty obvious that our next target is going to be this hourly gap. However, this is probably a trade that I would want to wait for a little bit more confirmation. So we can kind of mark this out and then kind of just see if this does want to play out here. So let's just see. Let's put it on 2x. And we can just let this play out. Okay, yeah, so we would have instantly got stopped out on here. Not very cool. Really just want to see NQ. Okay, so it looks like we're just going to rip lower at this time and point. Maybe a 15-minute continuation or a 5-minute continuation. I don't like how we've edged this 1 hour gap, though. Not the biggest fan of that. So may just be one of those days we see no trade. Okay, so we immediately just rip through into our weekly gap. We do get immediate reaction out of it. If you look at our hourly time frame, let's see if we have. So it's really just a weekly gap here. Okay, no lower time frame gaps. So let's see if we can open this 15-minute and maybe get some sort of mech style trade. Normally not how I trade, but okay, we've already wicked into this 15-minute. So trading day kind of looks a little cooked now, unless we could just get a trade back up to this weekly gap, or not the weekly gap, but the hourly gap. Yeah, kind of just looks like we're gonna chop around now. Yeah, okay, and now it's 11. So let's just go to our next day. What are we looking at coming into this day? All right, on a 4-hour chart here. Wow, okay. Still playing around in this weekly gap. We also have this daily fair value gap right here. On our hourly time frame, we're obviously just super bearish. And then we also have this unmitigated 1 hour here. do have this generated liquidity leading up to the 1 hour. So if we could tap into this daily gap and kind of get a trade higher, that would be pretty cool. We've edged the daily gap. Yeah, this just looks like dog shit. Okay, we've also opened this 4-hour gap now here too, so we can go ahead and mark this out because this is another area where we could see price trade towards. If we could get a bounce off this 4-hour gap back down to the daily gap with how bearish we are, that's kind of the most ideal scenario. Okay, so we tap into our daily gap first, creating this huge, just huge leg. Oh, it's already 11. Wow. Wow, these days are shitty, boys. Oh my god. I should have found some days that are actually genuinely really good, because what are we doing? Doesn't matter though. We will get a good trade. And honestly, this is super realistic with how just trading genuinely is. We have the daily gap here, a daily gap above, 4 hours kind of just doing nothing. Okay, and then we also have this 1-hour gap here. Price action is just being super cake right now. I'm not sure why. We also have a 30-minute gap here as well as this 15-minute. So our draw is pretty far away, but okay, we've whipped into this 5-minute gap here. We are in this this daily gap, right? So this 5-minute would be sponsored by this daily gap. However, I don't believe this is the first mitigation of this gap. But oh yeah, it's just super choppy price action, and this is just not what you want to stay away from, right? When we're getting trades like this, it's just, yeah, we're just chopping around here. Yeah, we get no invert. We get a no, that's not even valid. It's very no, not even. There's not even a gap there. Yeah, we're just completely chopping around. Another resweep into the 5-minute. We are super rejecting going lower here. However, we have this huge rejection wick out of this 15-minute. So once again, we're just in between high time frame gaps. We have this 30-minute we're rejecting. Like it just doesn't look very good. We have opened this 1-hour gap though. That's potentially what we could draw towards. And let's see if we look on the daily, the reaction we're getting out of this gap. Yeah, so we've just dumped, right? So we're not really getting too much crazy reaction out of it. We do kind of get a very booty setup. Let's see. Yeah, we have a 2-minute. Wow, extremely displacing inversion with our CISD here. We close above this the previous leg, and we have our inversion here. However, structure is just super butt. And I mean, yeah, what your RR is cooked here. This would be a pretty good trade if, you know, your DOL wasn't here. This may play out for the 1-to-1, but you would have just instantly had to go break even, and you would have got break even. So it does play out for your 1-to-1, but just not the greatest trading. It's 1050. Let's just go to our next day here. Really hope we can get a good trade here. Price is being really dookie, but this is unfortunately just genuinely how it is. Okay, so now we've tapped into this daily gap. We have previous day high here. Previous day high chilling with the reaction out of this gap. Hopefully we could catch distribution legs higher. Let's just see if we can. Yeah, okay. So we have a lot of generated liquidity leading up to, wait a second here. Okay, nice. Relative equal highs leading up. Very nice accumulation. Liquidity here. Let's see. We have a 30-minute that we will open here at market open with a very crazy rejection. Like I believe that this This is, yeah, we have data lows here as well. So this is something that we could mark out as well. Data low with previous day high. This is the current range we're trading in. So let's see if we can, you know, actually get something here. 15-minute gaps, a 30-minute gap is going to open at market open. Okay, so it looks like we kind of just want to rip higher here. I'd really like to see a trade up to previous day high. We get this 5-minute, however, it's just, I just would like to see better structure here. There's genuinely no way. It's already 10:20. Ain't shit happening. Oh my god, bro. We're just chopping. Yeah, dude. Oh my god, bro. Not the greatest conditions we're seeing, but we will get a trade. We will get a trade. Okay, we have a daily gap here. We go into our lower time frame. Let's see. We have a hourly gap here as well that we could tap into. As well as this 30-minute. This 1 hour has not been tapped into, so I just want to see this 1 hour. And we also have these relative equal highs leading up to a daily gap, right? So ideally, I'd really like to get a trade up here. Why is my chart doing this weird shit? Okay. But this is kind of what I want to see here. Why is it lagging, bro? What are we doing genuinely? And then this here is this 1 hour gap. Is my Wi-Fi getting fucked right now? What's going on? Okay. All right, so we wick into our daily gap. We have this hourly below. We also open this 15-minute. 10 a.m. also opens this 30-minute gap here. So we can go ahead and mech style trade potentially back down to here would be cool. We have the super huge unbalanced range. And then we also have a 5-minute here. So just really depends on the displacement here. Okay, we are struggling. Just super falling knife structure. Nothing's really saying bearish at this point besides that we need to reverse or rebalance this leg here. And then we also have opened another 5-minute here. We could assume though that we want to target this 15-minute at least. See the reaction off of this daily. Not getting crazy reaction, low-key. So yeah, I just like to see better structure. Yeah, instantly stopped out. So 10:30, and we're just gonna chop now. Okay, dude. Wow, January 2024 is probably some of the worst price action I've ever seen, bro. I gotta be grateful for the price action that we are getting because this shit is genuinely rough. Nice. We're just in between gaps, bro. Alright, so we've tapped into this daily gap here, and I maybe would like to see trades lower. Previous day low here. Daily gap there. Let's see what our hourly chart's looking like. Fucking terrible. We have an unmitigated hourly right here. As well as this 30-minute gap. Clear bearish kind of. Oh my god, this is insane. We're just in between, bro. I'm skipping this day, bro. We're just in between gaps. There's not gonna be a trade. Look, watch. I'll go through this whole day. I bet there will be no fucking trade. I just know. Oh, we already skipped the day. Perfect. Okay. Now we've kind of built some good bullish momentum here. We have a 4-hour gap right here with generated liquidity leading up to it. Looks really, really nice. Damn, it's only been 15 minutes. That's how fast I'm flying through these fucking days, bro. Holy shit. And we also have previous day low leading up to a daily gap here. So Awesome. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. With overnight session highs just chilling right there, so that's pretty nice. Do we have an hourly gap? We have this hourly gap, but it's nothing really crazy. I'd rather just see us tap into this 4 hour and then get trade lower. Okay. We are reacting very bullish off of these 15-minute gaps. And then we also are ooh, I think honestly, yeah, out of these 15-minute gaps here, this 15-minute gap we're rejecting very nicely. We get this, oh man, this is kind of hindsight now. This doesn't look terrible. Just doesn't have any high time frame sponsorship. It's really the only thing there. But we do get this 2-minute inversion, which damn, I probably would have taken this if I was genuinely paying attention. Could have went break even here, held all the way up to these 930 highs. This probably rips. Yeah, it does. A little 2RR banger. Damn, wish I would have seen that. Could also have taken this 5-minute inversion, but I really like this. We have clear bearish, clear bullish bias here. Very nice rejection wick and the sweep in the 15-minute, right? We sweep these lows as well. Would have been nice if we got a tap into this 4 hour. However, we just don't. And that's just how it is sometimes. Could have went break even in the 5-minute, holding all the way up to these 930 highs. And wait, hold up. Hey, why is my shit doing that? Bro, all I have is Trading View, like all I have is TradeZilla open, and I have a $2,000 laptop. Why is my shit doing this? But yeah, we can go ahead and mark out this trade. This is honestly a really good trade. I really like this. I would have taken this if I was paying attention, I guess. But yeah, this looks super nice. Break even in the 5-minute, and we just rip. Very nice bullish bias here. But yeah, so this is a trade that I probably would take. I definitely would take this. This trade looks really good, actually. It took a minute to play out, but okay, now price is actually cleaning up. Price is always literally ass in the beginning of August. Like, beginning of August, I literally always take off because it's just so ass. Like, bro, am I going too fast? Like, what am I doing? Okay, hopefully now we are getting a little bit better price action. Looks like we aren't at all-time highs anymore. I skipped ahead and I went to this year, January. So hopefully we will be getting some good price action. Looks very choppy on the daily time frame. We have this daily gap here that we've wicked into. We do have these relative equal highs on the daily here. We have previous day high right with this wick leading right up to it, right? So very nice. Very, 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 very nice. Very clear bullish trend here. We in this 4 hour. We also have these stacked lows just chilling here as well. So here we have marked out sell side liquidity and our buy side liquidity, depending. What the hell? Tapped into this hourly gap. If we can continue this trend lower, that's kind of what I would like to see here. We're also in this 4 hour gap as well, so a better trade into OTE would be very, very nice here. If we could get a reaction off this gap and then take out all of these relative equal lows, that would be very, very nice. Is this 10 in the morning? Yeah, this is previous Thursday New York session low, so see what we can get moving here. Okay, nice. We have now wicked into this 1 hour. Looks like we just want to fuck around a little bit. We may just want to presume bullish here. If we can open a 15-minute gap, I'd assume we just run all the way up to these highs, low key. So we will open a 15-minute gap at 10 a.m. Nice. Okay, so we have this 15-minute gap. We're not really reacting too much from these gaps. We've inversed this hourly here. We are damn near closing all the way through this hourly gap. So if we can get a good reaction off of this 15-minute gap here, that's what I'd really like to see. Okay, or we just don't tap into it at all. Wow. Oh my God. Holy shit, bros. Wow, this is just dookie price action. I like how we're generating liquidity though. Yeah, okay. Well, this is cheeks. Okay. Let's go ahead and just go to the next day, bro. Holy moly, dude. Okay, so we have this good reaction off of this 4 hour. We have swept liquidity to our buy side, as well as we are in this 4 hour gap to the left of us. Might have some kind of weekly. We have these weekly highs up here. Previous day low chilling right there. We also have this reaction. We have data highs right here as well. And then we also have this 30-minute candle or this 30-minute fair value gap that we are reacting bullish out of. Okay, so base narrative wise, we are looking quite bullish at this time and point. So let's see if we've wicked into this 30-minute. So let's kind of see what 930 wants to do here. Maybe a resweep into the 30-minute. Now we have relative equal lows sitting in the 30-minute here. Wow, super bearish. We had this 933 3-minute. With data highs chilling right here, this does look pretty obvious of a trade this long here. Dude, I'm pretty sure this is the day where I ripped it for a 1-to-1 and it played out, but it didn't actually go all the way to data highs. I'm pretty sure we edged data highs, bro. If I'm not mistaken. We get a very nice Judas though. Yeah, oh my God, I was right. This is the day, bro. I made 5K this day, bro. Holy shit. We edged the highs. We get the 1-to-1. Oh, that was so crazy that I took the 1-to-1. Okay, so do we get a resweep now? Resweep into our 30-minute, 1-minute inversion. Right, now this looks really, really nice, right? Relative equal highs leading up to this. Just generated liquidity. Swept into the 30-minute. This looks super freaking nice. Where's 930? This is 930 high. Yeah, so this looks super nice, bro. No cap. Do we have any 5 minutes or nothing like that? Okay. Let's see. Ooh, ES has closed through this 30-minute. So that's not very great. Not the coolest. Still have not taken out 830. And we also are going to open this 15-minute at 10:15. So I just because we've inversed that 30-minute, it kind of seems like we want to go lower to maybe tap into. No, we have. Yeah, we've tapped into this hourly already, and we got super nice bullish reaction out of it. We are just longing the top, but however, this structure looks so freaking nice. There's no way this doesn't rip. Dude, what? But yeah, like that's I faded just because ES ripped through that 30-minute, and we've already edged the data high. It looks so good. There's literally just no reason that shouldn't have played out. Like, to be completely honest. And we didn't really get a continuation down to these degenerated lows here, so not the greatest. I'm gonna just go to the next day. Okay, very nice generated lows here. We have these relative equal lows here. We're also reacting pretty bearish off of this 4-hour gap here. We're also going to open this 4-hour gap. We've closed through this 4-hour gap. We are respecting bearish and disrespecting bullish. We can mark out this 1-hour gap as well. With our clear sell side here, as well as London lows chilling. Wow, huge, crazy reaction off of really nothing. Maybe a resweep into this 1-hour gap would be really cool. So we did inverse this 5-minute, putting in this huge rejection wick. And we just ripped through sell side with no entry. Okay. Super just not fun at all, low-key. Wow. Yeah, like that's just awesome, bro. Jeez Louise, bro. It's this daily chop, really. Like the daily chop is kind of just throwing it. Buy side here, generated liquidity. We have this huge range that I want to see get rebalanced. 4-hour down here, and we'll open a new 4-hour here at 10 a.m. So this might be just a day we wait for 10 a.m. to be for the 10 a.m. candle to open, because we don't have any other kind of sponsorship on NQ. So that's kind of what I'd want to see. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. opens. We do nothing. Oh my God, it's 10:40 already. We tap into the fucking thing already. Okay, so whole session generated liquidity. So here's also an example of when I would trade past 11. Normally I never trade past 11, right? But we have nothing that we're really bouncing off of to be bearish. Really no reason to be bearish. We are disrespecting. We've tapped into this 4-hour gap now. So all of this generated liquidity here, relative equal highs. All of this generated liquidity. Could see very nice AMD structure here. And then we also have this fuck, that's buns. Also have this 5-minute. I'm assuming though we probably got some kind of 30-second here that I can't see. We have this 1-minute change in the state. So maybe just going for a 1-to-1 break even in that thing, kind of just testing that out, because I'm assuming we got a, yeah, super nice. Wow, that's actually insane how close we got to our stop. Oh no, you would have got break even on there anyway. So I bet we finally run all of the liquidity. Let's see if we get another inversion here. What's our highest time frame inversion? It's going to be this 5-minute. This is something I don't really like, just because your stop is genuinely huge. The 1-to-1 might play out, but I'm not really too confident in it. Yeah, just dookie, bro. Just like, what the fuck? Holy shit, bro. Okay. Just what a day, man. What a absolute day. Gonna go ahead and rip one more here. Okay, slight weird kind of day here. We're gonna open this 30-minute at market open. We also have these highs just chilling here. Okay, we wick into our, oh nope, okay, nice. Wow, okay. Okay, cool. We also have this 4-hour here with this low just chilling. So here's another place where I could expect us to bounce from. Okay, but we've opened this 15-minute, and we've now tapped into this 4-hour. It's only 10:15. See if we've opened. We have also not opened a 5-minute. We have opened a 5-minute, but we've already tapped into it. So once we swept this high, it wouldn't really be too much of an issue. But we should need to rebalance this range if we want to go higher here, or go lower. Okay, and we just want to do absolutely nothing. Okay, so we are just ripping through the gap. There we go. Now we get our 5-minute inversion. We've opened a 30-minute. 10:11 opens a 30-minute as well. This looks so butt though. After we've distributed this much, we can't expect price to just rip all the way back up. Dude, this is just so ass, dude. Why are we not getting literally any good trades? January was really this bad, bro? Like, January was genuinely this ass, bro? This is just wank, man. I can't even lie, bro. Still in this just daily chop. You have a 4-hour gap up here. I think I remember seeing this pattern here, low-key. Also a 1-hour gap. Wow, just 30-minute chop. Wow, let's just see how price opens. Just no 4-hour. There's also a 4-hour down here, but it's also just so far away that it's just like, what the fuck? So we opened this sponsored 15-minute off of this 1-hour gap here. This 1-hour gap, yeah. So, oh no, we actually have these relative equal highs. We didn't even sweep. Wow. Okay. So that's not the coolest. Okay, nice. Ripping through. We've ripped through our 15-minute here, and it looks like we just want to be bullish. Okay. We can open this 10:15. This would be pretty nice. We do have the abundance of DOLs right above. Look at all these relative equal highs just chilling here. Nice. Okay, we've tapped into our 15-minute. We've left all of these slanted highs. This may be an actual good trade finally. Nice. Okay, so we're getting our very nice displacement off of this 15-minute. All of these relative equal highs here. Let's see what our highest time frame inversion is. This 3-minute. Okay, nice. We get this 3-minute close here. Going for the 1-to-1. Oh, we actually have a 5-minute. The rejection wick is super booty. However, I kind of want to take this. It looks super nice, in my opinion. I don't know where else we'd want to move at this time and point. Stop loss is CEO of the wick. We shouldn't want to come down there. We have a protected stop loss by this 15-minute gap. Generated highs just chilling here. This is also this 1-hour high, right? A huge rejection wick, right? So we can want to trade away from this. So, yeah. Let's just let this play out. Of course, we're just going to chop, and it is 10:50. At this time and point, yeah, we're just chopping extremely just insane. Wow. Okay. So this is just super cool. Well, let's see what ES is doing to kind of give us some reasoning of why our trade is just fucking doing. Okay, so ES is just completely uncorrelated at this time and point. Not terribly. We do get our 5-minute inversion though. Hold on, let's peep. This is the 5-minute. Yeah, and then here's our 5-minute inversion. We do kind of, wow, okay. Wow, okay. Extremely just weird. Like, just extremely weird price action, bro. This is the thing when we have daily chop like this, that we literally just kind of get these just weird, just super strange, super freaking weird moves, bro. Super, super strange, bro. Super, super weird. Super, 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 super strange. But yeah, boys, that's going to be the end of the video. If you made it this far, I appreciate you boys for watching. Go ahead and join my free community, link in the bio. I also have codes with Alpha Futures and Trade Syncer. Those will also be down in the description, as well as all of my social medias. I appreciate you boys for watching the video.